The way you do one thing is the way you do everything. See, some of you think that there's like this magical switch that if you flip the switch, all of a sudden you can turn on this A player, this high achiever inside of you. And then you go back to the B or even the C player, and then you think there's this moment. And some of you think that, well, I can be an A player over here, but I can be a C player over here, and that's okay, right? Some of you are like, well, it's okay that my business is working and I'm making money, but my marriage is falling to shit. Some of you think, hey, it's okay if I've got a body that's just shredded and lethal, but my connection to my spouse is absolutely terrible, and if I don't fix it, I'm going to be divorced, right? Some of you continue down this road thinking that you can compartmentalize the actions that you take or who you are. You see, the element of, I want you to take this down to the lowest common denominator. If you're the person who goes to the grocery store, gets a grocery cart, goes shopping, buys your stuff, comes back to the car, and maybe you parked a little further out in the lot. Maybe you didn't want some door dings on your car, so you're like all the way in the back of the lot. You get out there, now you're faced with a question. I've got my cart. What do I do with my cart? All right. If you're the person who just leaves it sitting right there, that tells a whole lot about you. If you're the person who grabs the cart and puts it up against the little island, that means a whole lot about you. But there's this little invention called the cart corral, right? That's that little cage thing that they've built, and they've put several of them throughout the parking lot that is designed to hold your shopping cart, to keep the shopping cart safe and make it easier for the employees to grab, and to make sure that the cart doesn't go and run into other people's cars. If you're that person, it says something about you. So all three of these tell a story, but I want you to understand that the way you handle that cart is the way you will handle everything. The small things in your life. You cannot all of the sudden be somebody who operates in a high efficiency, high integrity way in one area when you show none of that somewhere else, because all of that comes down to a version of you. This is a makeup of who you actually are. So I want you to start to look at the things that you think are insignificant, the things you think don't matter, and I want you to identify, how am I showing up here? What am I doing here? Am I showing up as an A player, or am I operating out of integrity? I know what I should do, but I choose to not do it because why? It doesn't matter. But I want you to consider there's a version of you that it does matter. And there's every part of you, and that the way you show up when nobody's watching actually means more about the results and the success you're going to have in life than it ever does when you got the spotlight on you and you're standing on stage.